no socks, bare foot bottom.
It was Hunger Games.
It was Hunger Games. Literally. I was gone.
Oh la la, a young lad, young Jordan, is it? You tell them, not even that can stop me. Young but my heart to the core.
Hey guys, well, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be talking about our previous paranormal experiences. So we're going to have around 5 stories. They're going to be short stories, not going to drag it out too long. But first up, me and Shin's going to take it in turns, and then the last 2 stories we're kind of going to comment. We're both going to comment on it because we've both involved in the stories basically. So I remember I was about 9-10 years old, and I remember my older sister came to collect me from somewhere. I can't remember where, but she came to collect me, and it was quite close by, so we were walking home. It was really late at night, I'd say maybe about 10-11 o'clock at night, and my street naturally is really quiet. Like, there's not a lot that happens on my road. It's really quiet, so if there's anyone, like if a penny drops, you'll hear it. So I remember we were like walking down the road, and we were like turning the corner, and something told me to look down on the floor. And when I looked down on the ground, I could see the shadows of my sister, and I could see me who was next to her. But then next to me, there was this tall figure on the ground. So obviously your instant reaction is going to be to look around, because who the hell is creeping up behind me? Right, why are you on my backside? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Brock, yeah.
I'm 10. I have pocket money, right? So
I'm not even that.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I instantly like turned around to see who the hell it is, because I don't hear no one walking up behind me or anything like that. There was nothing. There was no one behind me, no one walking, not a cat, not a fox. If you're from Britain, you know that foxes like to roam the streets at night. There was nothing. So obviously I turned back around and I looked back at the ground, and the shadow that was next to me was gone. So I turned around to my sister and I was like, did you just see that? And she's like, see what? And I was like, didn't you just see that on the floor? And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm saying you best have a twin that I don't know about, because I don't understand who that is. But she was like oblivious to the whole thing. She didn't see nothing. And the way that we walk, because growing up our parents always used to teach us, you know, make sure you look on the ground when you're walking, because you don't want to step in doo-doo and everything else, you know, all the condiments. So we're naturally like walking, looking on the floor. So I know she was looking on the floor as well, but she never ever saw this shadow. When I say the way I flew home after that, I had no time to be conversing with stars and moons.
I would have did a Hancock and just jumped.
You know what I'm saying?
I would have
like,
landed in my bed instantly.
Teleportation came in that day. I invented teleportation, my friends.
Okay, so basically this next one is, well, I didn't actually experience it, but it was like to do with me and my mom's house. So yeah, basically I have an uncle, my dad's brother, and he always comes around to our house every Wednesday. So he lives about, I don't know, about half an hour on the bus from us. So yeah, it was about 2:30, I think. Yeah, about 2:30, and he's walking into the estate or whatever. And basically, my mum lives in we live in terraced house. Well, my mum lives in terraced housing. No, wait. My mum lives in a terraced house.
That's when all the houses are
next
to each other. Yeah.
Yeah, my mum lives in a terraced house, and it's 3 floors. So at the very top floor is my mum's bedroom, and then on the middle floor, the way you walk into the estate would have been what was mine and Jessica's bedroom, and then obviously the front would be the kitchen. So anyway, as you're walking in, like I said, you can see all the rooms facing you. My uncle's walked up to the door, and he's looked into my mum's window, and he's seen a shadow, like a figure of a lady standing in the window. So he's walked up and he's thinking that it's me, because it was like a tall shadow, and I'm the only tall one in my family. Well, yeah, in my family apart from my brother, but yeah, it was obviously a female. So he's come to the door and he's knocking down the door, and no one's answering. So he's like, what? Wait, what? Like, what happened to this girl child? But she's not answering the door after I just seen her. So he's there, knocking, and he's like obviously he's annoyed now because no one's answering the door. So he's walked back away from my mum's house and looked back up at the window, and there was no figure there. So anyway, he's gone home, and I think he posted a letter from my mum through the door or something. He's gone back home, and then the next day he's called, and he's like, why didn't no one open the door when I was knocking? And my mum was like, when? What, yesterday? And he was like, yeah. And she's like, well, what time was it? He's like, about 2:30. And she's like, well, no one was in. He's like, what do you mean no one was in? Yes, someone was in. He's like, I saw Shanola out the window. And my mum was like, no, she was at college. Like, she starts at 1 o'clock. She was at college. And he's like, and then my mum was like, no one else was in. Obviously, Jessica would have been at school. And it was a female figure. And my mum is not tall. She's like 5'2". So he's like, but I saw someone at the window. I saw a lady in your window. So my mum's like, what the f***? Well, my mum don't swear in it, but I can imagine she's like, what the f*** is going on here? Like, do you know what I mean? And then on another occasion, he came to the house again. And as you walk into my mum's front door, the kitchen's on the left. So he's walked past, and then the front room straight in front of you. So he's walked past the kitchen, and he saw the back of, again, another female figure. So he's walked past and he said hello to me. And I've not said anything, and I've just walked away. And then he's gone into the living room to my mum, and he's like, I just said hi to your daughter, and she's ignored me. And my mum was like, what are you talking about? Like, she's not here, she's at college. And he's like, no, I just saw a woman in the kitchen. And he's walked to the kitchen, and there was no one there. So I don't know who's this imposter, but she needs to left me alone. Like, really get me cuss out how much time, honestly, from my uncle.
Her mum's house, yeah, is, I don't understand who used to live there, or who...
No one used to live there. When my mum got them, there was new builds. There was just built, like, literally, she was in her old flat, and then she got offered that. It was the first thing that was there. But apparently where it was built, there was it used to be a factory.
Right, okay, that makes sense, because kind of leading on from that story, obviously me and Shin has practically grown together, so there's been many times that I've been around her house, I've slept over, I've
making my mum's house sound like human trap boy.
I've partially lived there for a couple of months. You know, mum knows how it goes. I approach her mum as my own mother. I have so many mothers. But I remember there was one time in particular when back in the day in college times, when the Wii just came out, like, we would always play like Zumba, we'd play Mario. If you know about Mario Kart,
yeah,
you know, right?
I still play it to this day. I just spat everywhere.
Yeah, you did still. But anyway, proceeding. So yeah, there was one particular day. I can't remember. Was we playing Zumba? Was it Zumba that we were playing?
Yeah,
yeah. So we're playing Zumba, and you know, we're getting in it too, and you know, the reggaeton and calypso and everything, and
Listen, you're making me want to play it now,
girl. And I don't know if I span around. I don't know what
and happened. I was to the right of you. Oh, and my mum has a my mum has we have a garden at the back. So in the living room is the right in the centre at the back is the garden door, and it was daylight.
Yeah, and the TV is like to the right of the garden door, and then like right behind us was her dad's favourite chair. Like no
big
one
armchair
could go in that chair, but yeah, right behind us was his chair. So like beside the TV, because their TV screen is like massive, it's like a cinema screen in their yard, and her mum's got her ornaments and whatnot. But anyway, I'm digressing, I'm going off the topic, but yeah, so you know, we're playing Zumba, and I don't know if one of the moves were to turn around or what, but when I finished that 360 and I looked down to the floor, all I can say was like I was looking at the black elephant man just crouching, like honest to God, like I could just see this black figure, like it was crouching down, and it was just white eyes. Like that's,
oh god, my skin just did a.
Listen, that's all I say. When I say the way I retreated, I left my soul there and my body.
The thing is, when I say, yeah, I was on her right. And bear in mind, we've just done a whole 360 turn. When I tell you, my girl just went, like, she went Super Saiyan, and she barged me out the way. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on?
No.
And then she was like, bruv, did you not just see that? And I was like, what do you mean? What?
No,
and she's like, did you not just see that thing crouching on the floor?
No.
And I was like, no. Like,
I was gone. When I say, like, I done a backflip over her dad's chair and I carried on moving. Like, I was running like them kids in Kenya. Like, I was gone across the desert, left yard, everything.
Left dust track.
Listen, the thing is, like, where her, I'm not going to say the locations, but where her mum lives in comparison to me, I would say that's about, would you say that's about a mile?
It's like a 10-minute drive.
Yeah, so. it's like a 10-minute drive. So I live fairly close. Like, best believe I ran that distance.
Because we weren't driving then.
No shoes, no socks, bare foot bottom.
It was Hunger Games.
It was Hunger Games. Literally. I was gone.
Literally.
But, and then after that now, another time.
So after her experience.
After my experience, another time when I was sleeping over, there's like 4 experiences including this one thing. So like, yeah, after that, another time when I was sleeping over, like I said, I partially lived there. We were sleeping again in the room, and then like in the corner, how Shin's room is situated, she had like the bed on the left, and parallel to her bed she had the wardrobe, and then at the side they had like clothes and bags and whatnot. And like out of nowhere, and I'm saying, like, when you're sleeping at her house, it's dead silent. Dead silent. Once again,
there was no young children at that point.
Nothing, like dead silent. And then you just heard like someone was crunching plastic bags in the corner. Bear in mind, no plastic bags, but you're just hearing them like crunching the plastic bags.
And the thing is, as well,
in the corner.
We even like after like the next, not even after, the next day, we looked in the corner. We heard the noise coming from. There was no plastic bags. When I tell you, you see when them bags started crunching. Sleep.
Yep.
Gone.
You know when you have to actually force the sleep on yourself. You're not tired because you're scared, as you're scared, innit? You're not tired, but you're literally having to meditate so you can fall.
And
back
the thing
to
is,
sleep.
as well, the way we were sleeping, we was doing top and tail. So I was at the top of the bed, she was at the foot of the bed. When I say this girl span like a spanner, she just.
So literally I span round. We needed to be eye to eye because we were so scared we couldn't communicate, but me and Shanola has developed communication through the eyes. So it was literally like
trust me when I say I honestly nearly lost 2 eyeballs that day because the toenails was milli-inches away when she decided she was going to spin round without any warning.
These were the times when no one believed in pedicures, cutting toenails, shaving heel backs, you know, the pedi-medi.
And if you've seen Renee's dad's toes, you know her toes are... No. I'm not gonna lie, her toes are cute, but the little toe though.
Shanola, don't pick up my little toe.
Nah, it's a dagger.
This is national. Don't. You see how she always tries to send for me? Like, honestly, guys, you will come to realize that I am the victim.
She brings it on herself.
I have V printed on my forehead.
But you'll come to realize she brings it on herself.
I am the victim.
So thank you for watching our video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and comment down below if you've had any like paranormal experiences, or like, you know, anything spiritual happened to you. Comment down below, and don't forget to like. No, I just said that. I actually just said that. Them 3 pulls of that Zoot could have never bugged me like that ever.
I'm so hungry.
Trust me.
I'm so hungry.
But yeah, don't forget to subscribe and share the video, and yeah, I guess we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.